Okay, so I'm going to show you how I make my lemon water that I drink in the summertime, really year round, but especially in the summertime. You hear puppies crying in the background. We got some puppies. We're at a litter of puppies right now. But anyway, all I have is lemons and some sweeteners and a little vitamin water thing that I buy from Kroger, a little lemon squeezer knife, and that and my corny kegs and my CO2 pressure is all that I need. I make this stuff 10 gallons at a time, 2 5-gallon corny kegs at a time, and tastes really good. It tastes better than tea or Coke or anything like that. It's cheap. It's low calorie. It will have a little bit of calories in it because you can see I put a little bit of honey in it and agave and stevia, but really low calorie overall, and it's awesome just to have it on tap around the house. Okay, so I've got my 5-gallon corny keg here. I've got it about 4 gallons of water in it right now because I've got to add some stuff, so I haven't topped it off, but I've got it ready to make my lemon. Next, wash and squeeze about a dozen lemons into a glass here till I don't really measure it, but till I get a couple of cups of juice. So I came up with probably less than 2 cups of lemon juice there. I'd say that's only about I don't know, actually only about 10 ounces. I don't know, or something pretty big glass, but I'm just going to pour it off in the water there. And I add this lemonade water I buy from Kroger. I put one of these in a 5-gallon container. It just seems like it makes it taste better. And I know that in here there are probably some artificial sweeteners a little bit and some preservatives probably, but there's so little because it's just one of these in that 5-gallon corny keg that I don't think it's going to make it that unhealthy. So we're just going to squirt this off in there, the whole thing. Right there. Okay, so I've drawn up a couple of cups of hot water here, hot water in a glass to melt or dissolve my sweeteners. And I basically put 3 sweeteners in. Organic agave juice here that's low glycemic index sweetener. I put a little bit of organic honey in. It doesn't have to be organic honey, this is what I have in there. And then they have these stevia packs. Stevia is a sweetener that is supposed to be, it's not sugar and it's supposed to be healthier than some of the other artificial sweeteners. It's a natural thing, I guess. So those are the 3 sweeteners I put in. I put all those in the hot water there to dissolve. And I don't really measure how much I put in. I put 8 packs of the stevia in, less than 1/4 cup of honey because you don't want to get this too sweet. One time I got it too sweet. And then I just pour some of that agave in there. I should measure this and come up with a good recipe for you, but I just don't. It usually comes out right. Only once have I gotten it too sweet, and that kind of taught me my lesson there. So just gonna stir all this up good and make sure it's good and dissolved. All right, so got that all stirred up. That would be really sweet if you drank that right there. Make you sick sweet, but we're going to pour it off into the 5-gallon corny keg, and it won't come out right. And so now I've taken and filled this up almost. I don't fill it all the way to the top. I leave just a little bit of room there on the top for the CO2 to get in there and do its thing. But it's right at almost 5 gallons of water that I'm making in. Hard to do with one hand here. Trying to film with one hand. Do this with one hand. That's in there about halfway, and then once I put the pressure to it, it'll pop that thing into place pretty quick. Okay, so now I've got my CO2 canister here with my gas line, and I'm going to actually hook that up to the top of the corny keg here. And I've got this. You can play around with these pressures. I put it pretty high at first, like I don't remember here. Let's see what it's at. I don't remember. You saw how that popped in there. Well, I wasn't filming right, but that popped that top into place. And I got that up around 40. Looks like right there, 40 PSI. Looks like 38 maybe. And I do that with water. You can't do that with beer, it'll overcarbonate it. But with water, especially when I don't leave a lot of room in the top like that, it'll take a little while to carbonate. And so what I'm actually going to do now is lay this thing down on its side, like this right here. I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to roll this around, kind of shake it around, mix all that stuff together in there, and let the carbonation, you hear that? That carbonation going through the liquid. And it'll take it several hours to carbonate, but by, tomorrow, this will be good and carbonated and taste real good. And I previously made a video about this icebox chest that I made here that has two sides, and here's where I keep that corny cake. I put it off in here, and it keeps it cold. And I could hook it up to the tap on the outside here, but I just haven't done that just because I've been too lazy really. But anyway, this right here will get that good and cold, keeps it under pressure. And then once again, working with one hand here, and just fill this up. This is my lemonade. You can see it's got a good fizz there. It's great.